right, here we go. Do it.
Do it. Do it. Do it.
Calling the Gonzales brothers.
Hello.
Hello, is this Dave?
Hey, Dave. Hey, Paul. How's it going?
This is going pretty good. I was gonna go with it and just say, "Hey, Paul, this is Dave."
Yeah. Dave's not here, man.
Dave's not here, man.
Good morning. Good morning.
What's going on, Dave?
Good morning. Not so much, man. Just right here, waking up another lovely Saturday.
Yeah, I'm too, kind of. I'm still kind of half asleep, but
You shouldn't be. We took a 2-week break.
no, I'm just saying. Well, that's it. I got comfortable. I didn't. I'm still sleepy.
Are you?
A little bit.
All right. Well, welcome to the show, Dave. Dave sent in some photos of his sons. He did a family fishing trip.
Nice.
And his boys caught some pretty good sized trout. They got one massive trout in there.
That thing is huge.
So we want to hear those stories.
Yeah.
And are they all going to be on, or which one of your boys are going to tell the fish story, or are you going to do it?
No, two of them are going to be on. My oldest one, Adrian, and my youngest son, Elijah.
Okay, Adrian and Elijah. And how old are Adrian and Elijah?
Adrian's 16, and Elijah is 12.
Okay, cool,
Perfect.
cool.
All right.
All
Well,
right.
let's hear that fish story. Let's talk to Adrian since he's up first. Let's hear the fish story from Adrian.
Okay, hold on. I'll put him on one second.
Sure.
All right.
Hello.
Adrian, how are you? Paul, Outsider Tackle Box radio show and podcast. I got Tommy in the studio. Say hi, Tommy.
Hey, what's going on, Adrian?
Hey guys, nice to meet you guys.
Nice to meet you too.
Same here,
man.
Adrian. I know your dad from way back. I'm sure you know the story. We, as kids, we knew each other, and we reconnected, and we're happy to just continue the relationship. And I hear you went fishing with your dad, who's quite the avid fisherman, and you went out with your
yeah,
brothers and caught a
definitely.
big. It looks like quite a few trout. So let's hear the fish story. The format is you tell us where you caught the fish, the bait that you were using, and the size of it if you were able to measure it in any way.
Okay. So it was a tournament at Harupa Valley Lake about, I want to say 4 years ago.
Okay.
And I was fishing for my first time with Drew's Custom Baits. I was using a white minnow.
Mm-hmm.
And so the fish was caught on accident, actually. I had opened my bail out because someone had crossed me. And
Hate
then
that.
out of nowhere, my line just started taking off. And so I hooked onto him, and the lake was jammed packed. Everyone was near us.
It was a tournament, yeah.
So
Understandable.
everyone had to reel in the rods and everything. I felt so bad. And as we're bringing it in, my dad realized how big the fish actually was, and he ended up jumping into the water to go get it, which was actually kind of really crazy.
I would have paid money to see that. Your
Yeah.
dad, he went
Oh,
after the
yeah.
fish.
Just jump in after it.
That's great.
Oh man.
And when we brought it in, I want to say it weighed 7.2.
Oh wow.
Wow, that is a big
Yeah.
fish.
So yeah, that's my personal best so far.
It took
That's
two of
awesome.
you to hold it. That's how big that
Oh,
thing
yeah.
was.
That's awesome.
Well, cool. Love the story. I believe you have a brother that's going to share another fish story with us. Is that correct?
Yes, sir. Yes, we do.
All right. Let's hear from your brother. Let's hear him tell the fish story.
All right, here he is.
Hello.
Hi there. This is Paul, Outsider Tackle Box radio show and podcast, and I got Tommy here.
Hey, what's going on there, buddy?
Hi.
Oh,
I
Cool.
hear you have a fish story for us. So let's hear about that fish story. Just where you caught the fish, and I believe it was
You got
if the
a
photo
bunch.
was from the same one. Was it at the same Jarupa tournament?
Yeah.
Oh,
Let's hear where you caught the fish, the bait that you were using, and the size of it. And let's hear that fish story.
I was at Lake Gregory,
Lake
Okay.
Gregory.
and the bait I was using was a Drew's custom bait,
Drew's Custom Baits. It's
Nice.
a good trout bait. We use it.
white and pink minnow.
Okay, cool.
Pink's a good color for trout.
Oh yeah,
And we're wearing pink.
and we are wearing pink. Yep, we're rocking the pink for our sponsor today.
And tell everybody your name for the people who are listening. We're talking to the Gonzales family. They had a fishing outing.
Yep.
My name's Elijah.
Elijah.
Cool,
Well, thanks
cool.
for coming on the show, Elijah, and sharing your fish story. Fishing
Yep.
is therapeutic for a lot of people, and it's just good fun.
Mm-hmm.
And we're happy that you enjoy fishing and go out with your family.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that's what it's about. It's about going out and having fun with your dad, your brother, mom, grandpa, whatever. I mean, it's to get you out of the house. It's to calm you down and relax you, and it's good. It's a good thing.
Maybe a little bit less gaming. They are 16 and 12.
Yeah, they're probably I can't get my son off of freaking games half the time anyway, and he's almost 12.
That's what mine does.
It's like Fortnite, yeah, blah blah blah, and start doing stupid Fortnite dances and all sorts of stuff. Which Elijah's probably like, don't make fun of Fortnite.
Yeah, he's like, that's what it's about.
Or is Fortnite old now, Elijah?
It's not old. They're still playing it.
Okay, fair enough.
All right, Elijah. Thanks for coming on the Fish Story podcast. Let's talk to Dave.
Yeah, we'll talk to
your
your dad.
Hey, how's it going, Paul?
Dave, how are you, buddy? Thanks for coming on the show and having your boys share their fish story.
Yep.
They did a
Thanks for
great
having us,
job.
Paul and Tommy. They were a little nervous. You know, my younger one's a little nervous, but it's all right. You know,
I
It's just-
couldn't
it's,
tell at
good
all.
for them.
You know, when you're 12 years old and you're like put on the phone, you're like, hey, guess what? You're on a radio show. Go talk. They're like,
Yeah, they're just like deer in the headlights. So,
yeah.
they're waking up too. So
Couldn't tell at all
They're
because,
waking up.
yeah. In a
How
normal
are you guys
day,
doing?
when you talk to my son or Tommy's son, you ask them a question and they look at you. It's just normal for that age, I think. You say something, they look at you, it's a long pause, and then they answer.
If you get an answer.
If you get an answer, so
Yeah.
because I know the age, I'm just like,
Yeah, because our boys are about Elijah's age, so
Yeah.
so they're 12 years old, and so it's like they give you that look like
simple questions like, "Hey, what are you doing?" And they'll take like maybe 10,
yeah.
15 seconds
nothing, just going upstairs.
just looking at my phone. Why?
yeah.
Because I called you down here like 5 times.
Yeah. Deer in
But-
the headlights.
Oh yeah.
Stare at you and just be like, But to comment on my first son's story, that video of me actually going into the water. Oh, actually, I'm sorry. There's a video of me actually going into the water on our YouTube, which is that you guys can subscribe for those who are listening. It's Father and Son Fishing on YouTube,
Yeah.
and you guys could check me out going into some freezing water, waist deep to get that fish.
you gotta send
it
us
was-
that link. We'll we'll put it up there.
I'll send you guys a link. Yeah, I got a couple of good videos on there of me going into the water. It's not the first time.
No.
You know,
And
it's been about 3 or 4 times during trout season.
It won't be the last. We know that.
Oh no, for sure it won't be the last.
See,
you know?
usually when I go in the water, it's because I've fallen,
Yeah.
or the earth has given way underneath my feet.
But yeah, guys, Paul, I'd like to give you guys a big shout out on those new hats that you have out. Those things are legit, man. I've got a lot of good reviews and a good turnout since people have been messaging me trying to get a hold of one. So
Nice.
congratulations
that.
on that, buddy. The hats are sweet. The shirts are sweet. You know, you guys are you guys are killing it right now. So
Nice.
I really
good to
enjoy
hear.
being part of the team, and it's a good experience. You guys are doing the damn thing right.
We love having you on the team, Dave. I mean,
Yeah.
you know.
Love to hear that too about the hats. We just made. We just kind of made the hats because somebody ordered. Really, we don't have it on our live website, but somebody was able to still order a hat. Wild story, and so we were already quoting people to make hats, and I just had to go and make them because we had orders coming in.
Yeah, we had to hit the
the
ground running. But now we got
the
them.
hats are super legit, man.
Oh yeah, now we got them there, and you know what, dude? They're selling like crazy. It's insane, man. Now, we've only got a limited supply, and they're just going crazy.
Yeah, we started selling them before we even posted them.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're super nice hats. The patch is legit. The snapback with the trucker fit is legit.
I like it.
It's awesome. I like it.
Awesome.
But we got to get together soon, guys. Just fishing.
I agree.
I'm actually taking off in 3 weeks. So I'm gonna go up to the Sierras.
Oh, that's where
he take a visit up there.
That's where Paul just came back from. He was gone for his old vacation. He was up in the Sierras. He was.
Yeah, Dave called me while I was there.
Oh, was he?
Yeah, he told me he was killing it, man. He was sending me pictures and everything. I was like, oh
nice.
Man. So jealous of you right now.
I'll put a video together. We'll try to get out there with you. I have to prep Tommy for 3 weeks that we're gonna go somewhere.
Prep Tommy.
It takes that long for him to say yes to something. He was supposed to be up there with me. I offered for him to come with us, and he was like,
nah.
But yeah. Also, Paul, I wanted to let you guys know that October 26th, hopefully we can get together. Get the podcast live. I'll be hosting up another Father and Son pop-up event at Just Ranch Lakes right here in Apple Valley.
Oh, okay.
It'll be on October 26th. So it gives you guys plenty of time. So hopefully you guys can come out and we can get together and do the show live from the lake.
Cool. Pop-up event. Let's do one of those.
We're Just's Ranch, right?
Just Ranch. It's on the IE,
Yeah,
Tommy.
that's more than 3 weeks, Tommy.
Okay, I'm good then.
It gives you almost 2 months.
Yeah, I think I can. I think I can pull that one together. Maybe.
Okay.
I got to double check. I got to double check the schedule. So.
He has nothing going on.
But yeah.
Oh no, I got to check.
You got nothing going on. Well, thanks, Dave. We appreciate you coming on the show. For everybody listening, Dave is part of our pro staff, and he's out of Southern California. He does a lot of promoting for us, so we're very thankful to have him as part of our team. And your boys did a great job. I couldn't tell that they were nervous, so they're naturals.
Nope, couldn't tell at all.
They're working on it.
Well, they're going to be on the show more because I know that they go fishing with you quite often. So they're going to get more practice. Not that they need it because I thought this sounded pretty good.
First of many.
And from all of us here at Outsider Tackle Box, tight lines, fish more, and we'll talk soon.
Yep, for sure, bud.
All right. Thank you guys for having me today, and thanks for having my family. I really appreciate it. And you guys have a great day, all right?
All right,
too.
bud.
Thanks,
Take
Dave.
care, Dave. Bye.
We'll talk to you guys later. Bye, Tommy. Bye.